You did everything right, and somehow it still feels wrong. You're showing up, you're making progress, you're staying disciplined, you're doing what people say you're supposed to do, and from the outside, it looks like your life is moving forward. But internally, something doesn't feel the way it should. There's no crisis, nothing is broken, and yet, it feels like something is missing, not in your life, but in how it feels to live it. And if you've ever sat with that feeling and thought, why does this still feel empty? Then stay with me, because what you're experiencing is not random, it's a pattern. And once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. If this already feels like you, subscribe. This channel is built for you. Now here's where most people get this completely wrong. You think the problem is that you haven't achieved enough yet. That maybe if you push a little harder, reach a little higher, or finally get to that next level, something inside you will settle, that the feeling will finally match the effort. But every time you get closer, it doesn't last. You feel good for a moment, maybe even proud, and then something subtle happens. That feeling fades, quietly, quickly. And your mind moves on to the next thing, the next goal, the next version of your life that might finally feel complete, and without realizing it, you're back in the same cycle again. And this is the mindset trap that's making you miserable, because you've been taught to believe that happiness is something you arrive at, that it's waiting for you somewhere ahead. That if you just keep going, keep improving, keep achieving, you'll eventually land in a place where everything finally feels right. But your brain is not designed to let you stay there, it's designed to reset. Every time you achieve something, your brain adapts. It takes what once felt exciting and turns it into normal. That when you worked for, that progress you made, that milestone you reached, your brain processes it, adjusts to it, and then reduces the emotional impact. Not because it didn't matter, but because your system is built to keep moving forward. Now think about what that actually means. If your brain keeps resetting your emotional baseline, then no achievement can hold your happiness for long. Not because it's not enough, but because your brain won't let it stay enough. And that creates a loop. You achieve something, you feel good. That feeling fades. You chase something new, and you repeat it over and over again. And from the outside, it looks like progress, but internally, it feels like you're running in place. Now stay with me, because this is where it gets deeper. This pattern doesn't just affect your goals, it affects how you experience your entire life. Conversations feel shorter, wins feel smaller, moments pass faster, because your attention is always moving forward, always scanning for what's next, always trying to get somewhere else. And when your mind is always ahead of your life, you never fully experience where you are. That's why even when things are good, they don't feel like enough. Not because they aren't enough, but because you're not fully there. And if you're starting to recognize yourself in this, subscribe, because most people never understand this part, and it changes everything. Now here's where most people make the mistake that keeps them stuck. They try to fix this feeling by adding more goals, more structure, more effort, more discipline. They think the solution is to push harder, to become more productive, to finally reach that level where everything makes sense. But that only deepens the trap, because now you're reinforcing the same pattern that's creating the problem. The trap is not your effort, the trap is your mindset. The belief that happiness is something waiting for you in the future. Now pause for a second and really look at that, because this is where the shift begins. What if the problem is not that you haven't achieved enough, but that you've been looking at happiness the wrong way the entire time? Because if your brain is designed to reset after every achievement, then chasing happiness through outcomes will never work long term. Not because you're doing it wrong, but because it's not designed to work that way. And this is where the reframe changes everything. Instead of chasing happiness, you start building fulfillment. And that sounds simple, but it's a completely different way of living. Chasing is about the future. Fulfillment is built in the present. Chasing says, I'll feel better when. Fulfillment asks, how do I experience this fully now? And that one shift changes how your brain processes everything. Now let's go deeper into what's actually happening inside your mind. Your brain is constantly trying to predict what comes next. It's built for survival, not satisfaction. So once it understands something, once it becomes familiar, it stops treating it as special. That's why new things feel exciting and familiar things feel normal. That's why progress feels good at first, and then fades. Your brain is not trying to make you happy, it's trying to make you efficient, and efficiency removes intensity, which means the more your life improves, the more your brain normalizes it. And if you don't understand that, you'll spend your entire life chasing a feeling that keeps resetting. Now this is where control comes back to you, because once you understand the pattern, you stop reacting to it blindly. Instead of chasing the next thing automatically, you start interrupting the loop. You start noticing when your mind moves forward. You start catching the moment when satisfaction fades. And instead of immediately replacing it with another goal, you stay with it. That's the part that changes everything. Because the problem was never your life. It was your speed. You've been moving too fast to feel it. Now imagine this. You achieve something, and instead of immediately moving on, you stay with it. You feel it, you acknowledge it, you let it register, you go through your day, and instead of rushing through it, you engage with it. You notice it. You're actually present in it. You're working, and instead of just trying to finish, you connect with what you're doing. And slowly, something shifts. The pressure reduces, the constant chase slows down, and for the first time, you're not trying to get somewhere, you're actually here. And if this is starting to click for you, subscribe, because this is where most people miss the real shift. Because when you're fully present, your brain stops chasing. It stops scanning for what's missing. And for a moment, everything feels enough. Not perfect, not complete, but enough. And that feeling is what you've been chasing this whole time. Not more success, not more progress, not more achievement, just a way to feel connected to your own life again. Now here's the identity shift that most people never make. You're not someone who can't feel fulfilled. You're someone who has been trained to chase instead of experience. And once you see that, you can change it. You can stop measuring your life only by outcomes. You can start building it through moments. You can stop waiting to arrive and start living while you move. And when that happens, something powerful shifts. The emptiness fades, the pressure reduces, the constant need to chase slows down, and you begin to experience your life in a completely different way. Not as something you're trying to fix, but as something you're actually living. You're not behind, you're not missing something, you've just been stuck in a mindset that was designed to keep you chasing. Now you see it, now you understand it, now you can step out of it. And that is where your happiness code begins. Subscribe to My Happiness Code.